The field stands for the Scenic Blast. And racing, Jazz Session got out very quickly, and so did Sky Duke, jumping smartly. Cut the Talk has got early speed. He'll look for the lead, and pushing up is Man Crush. Maddie Girl prominent in the first half of the field, and outside of her is Ice Picnic when they got going into stride. They're being followed by Wind in the Line, just allowed to drift back into the field outside of Devoted, then Clemenceau, and last of all Triple J. Settling down and going out by the 700, it's Cut the Talk who leads them in the Scenic Blast. By 3/4 Sky Duke. Over on the inside, getting a great run there. Third on the inside, Man Crush. The mare, Jazz Session, in a commanding spot. Fourth. Nowhere to go for Maddie Girl at the moment, though. She's badly held up. She's in a zip fastened pocket coming into the turn. Ice Picnic, Wind in the Line behind them from Devoted. Right off the track, Clemenceau. Triple J last of all. Cut the Talk, the leader. 250 to go. Jazz Session in pursuit. Man Crush looking to work around heels. Into the clear, Maddie Girl. Jazz Session with 100 left to go, the leader. Here comes Ice Picnic. He's jumping out of the ground. He's riding desperately, though, on Jazz Session. Jazz Session claims the Scenic Blast. Jazz Session beat the fast, finishing Ice Picnic. Cut the Talk, third home from Maddie Girl. Wind in the Line, Triple J, Man Crush next in. Followed further back by Devoted, then Sky Duke. And fading right out of it to finish back there last is Clemenceau. Jazz Session wins the feature. Ridden by Sean O'Donnell. Number 10, Jazz Session for Justine Erkelins. The Epona winner, but placed in the Scorcher, and the Miss Andretti now wins the Scenic Blast. She had a terrific run. Sean gave her a peach of a ride, and she delivers with Ice Picnic in pursuit, trying valiantly. But at the end, she was simply too good after the run she enjoyed. Cut the Talk battled hard into third placing, and Maddie Girl back behind them was fourth home. They'll be the placings 10, 9, 7 and 5 in 110, 1, 5, a length along neck. The margins, that winner Jazz Sessions now won 8 from 22 for owner Ian Rickwood, a Sessions mare from Jazz Me Up. In the yard, the care of Justine Erkelins. Sean O'Donnell, her regular companion, has again delivered a ripping ride. Scoring from Ice Picnic, second home by Frosted, trained by Stefan Vahala, ridden by Stephen Parnham, and third Cut the Talk by Oratorio Lacta Romilly for Tim Crosby. She ran favourite Jazz Session here to claim the Scenic Blast, a good mare. The last event, the Schweppes Handicap over 1600, 10 Annie Warbucks, 13 Ginger and Tonic at the scratchings, and they'll go at 6:15 as we join with Lockie down there in the enclosure.
Thanks, Darren. What a win from Jazz Session. She is absolutely airborne this preparation, and Justine Erkelins is just catching up with a host of very happy stable clients after her mare gets the job done in the feature of the day. Justine, congratulations on the win. Jazz Session, she just continues to butter up, and she goes to another level today.
Oh, no, and I'm so glad that she's had a super run and let down really nice. Yeah, couldn't be more happier.
It's not easy for a horse to continue to produce 8th start into the preparation, but that's exactly what she's done this afternoon. Could you envision this type of campaign with her coming into this time in?
Well, you know what? I train her from the paddock because she's a fair-sized horse, so I can't feed her a lot, so she mows the grass all day long. So, and pretty much, you know, it keeps them really fresh and you can keep them up for a long time. So I think that's what works for them.
Is she looking for the paddock anytime soon, or do you just keep a mare in form in work and head towards a Cyril Flower in a couple of weeks' time?
Well, you know what? She just comes home and she eats that fast and licks the bin and comes in with a heart rate of nothing. So until she tells me I'm had enough, we'll continue on our ways.
Sean, he's been a great partner for her all throughout her career, and today, courtesy of that low draw, she had a beautiful run in behind the speed.
Yeah, no, it was a perfect run, and just, yeah, having the 54 kilos and, you know, just having an easy run and not getting caught up or, you know, it's just makes a difference.
It's been a little while since we've seen Scenic Blast at the racetrack doing what he does best, but what were your recollections of Scenic Blast back in the day?
Oh, he's just an amazing horse, and even when he was next to her in the stalls, just look at him. He's just amazing, and he's just travelled the world. And I said, run like him. And there you go.
She listened. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.
There's Justine Erklands after the win of a Jazz Session. Wonderful ride from Sean O'Donnell, Scotty. One out, one back, in behind the speed, and didn't the man just travel so sweetly into the corner and held off Ice Picnic nicely late.
Exactly right. And what I'm loving here is watching some of these jockeys come back through and give Scenic Blast a pat. Lukey Campbell stopped and did it. So did Sean McGrady. Lucy Fiore just popped over and said hi to Clyde as well. So paying him so much respect here. And as Justine said, as you've been saying all day, doesn't he just look magnificent at 21 years young, travelled the world, and he's still here today. I watched Scenic Blast watching the race. He stood there with his ears pricked and actually turned his head at the top of the home straight. He could see them coming and wanted to be part of the action. But in the end, it's Jazz Session who gets the job done. Sean O'Donnell taking his saddle off, having a chat to these connections, then he'll weigh in. But if she goes on to a Cyril Flower, it's typically a race where the sort of change of brigade. You've got a pool of horses that have come through, the Summer Scorcher, the Miss Andretti, and now the Scenic Blast. And then you'll get a few newcomers head to the Cyril Flower before they go to the races like the Pinjarra Classic and the Bunbury Stakes. So it'll be new opposition for her, but she's flying.
That she is. Happy to continue to follow the second horse, Ice Picnic, as well. He looks like he's building into this preparation really nicely, en route to a Cyril Flower, Pinjarra Classic and Bunbury Stakes in starts to come. But Jazz Session, she's the story of the day, and here's Sean O'Donnell with Scotty.
Sean O'Donnell's pretty happy with it too. Job well done.
Absolutely ecstatic, Scotty. She deserved the listed win, this horse. I know she's double-time place listed winner, but placing. But, geez, for all her efforts, she's had a few runs this time, and it was like, you wouldn't even know. She just loves the game, and Justine's kept her up so beautifully. It was a great job.
Barriers can win races, and you got a nice marble today and a beautiful run by the looks.
Yeah, and the speed was there, and just had to get that nice cart up behind them. Just popped off before they started sweeping. And you know yourself, she's got a good turn of foot, especially over 12. I think the thousands there are just a bit quick for her at the moment, but very happy, Scotty. She held them easy.
Lucy's right behind you, and after Acromantula, she reckons that when you were past the post and pulling up, you said to her, "What were you doing? You went too fast." True or false?
True. I pulled up. I told her off. I said, "Mate, you went too fast for us, over the 1,000." Credit to that horse. That was a brilliant win that day, but my poor little girl couldn't keep up, and she still ran third. So the 1,200, bit slower pace, was brilliant.
Did you watch that interview? Do you know what Lucy said after I told her that?
No, I did not.
Said, "Shut up, Donga."
I'm not surprised. It's good banter between us friends. It's really good.
Right.
I love it.
Congratulations, well done.
Love to the wife. Thank you. Thanks,
There's
boys.
Sean O'Donnell. He combines with Justine Erklands and Jazz Session to take out the feature of the day, the Scenic Blast Stakes. Don't go anywhere, because we still have one more race to come out of Ascot, where Triple the Chant has been one of the best back runners all day, and she's Scotty's best of the day.